Hello, people of Fitchburg. My name is Andrew Kuchar, and I'm a candidate for mayor. For far too long, this city has been neglected by the politicians on both the local and state level who have been controlling our city. The proof of this neglect is evidenced by the condition of the roads, the crime and the drug problem in the city, as well as the lack of businesses. Now is the time to stand together and in one clear voice say, we have had enough. We need a clear voice in this city to advocate for our community, and I would like to be that voice. As an attorney, I have advocated for my clients, both businesses and private individuals. I have worked in the court system, I have advocated for my clients, and I have argued the law. And that's what Fitchburg needs. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, advocate for our community. My experience has given me the ability to work with what I have to the fullest potential. I didn't come from a family that was wealthy. I had to work my way through law school in order to be able to provide, the city with exactly what they need. Knowing this, I want to work for the city. I want to be able to do what I can in order to be able to help this city grow and prosper. Now, I know exactly that it's difficult to pay the rent, pay out outrageous utility costs, and in order to be able to put food on the table as well. The politicians in this city have lost sight of that, and I want to work for you. I have plans to improve our city. The people are afraid to work, to walk in this city. Talking with the voters and being a father of 2 children, I am keenly aware of the problems in this city. Our police are working hard, but they are understaffed to an almost dangerous level. The community of our size needs at least 92 police officers. Now, my job is to work within the budget to get as many police officers as we can afford. Now, this is going to be a difficult undertaking. I understand that. But there are some things that we need to do immediately to stem the rising tide of crime and drugs in our city. The safety of the city should be job number 1, and I will make that so. Unitel is a subject which everybody has an opinion on. I have heard loud and clear people's hatred of this company, and I agree. It will not be an easy task, but we will work within the law to force this company to loosen its stranglehold on the city. My plans of alternative energy sources, solar, wind, hydroelectric, will be able to drive down the utility costs. Our new governor is moving on hydroelectric power in Massachusetts. I want to help him champion this cause. Our roads are in dismal shape. I have plans in order to be able to cut the costs in order to be able to repair our roads. Now, other cities have utilized these plans. It's time Fitchburg does the same. Now, a lot of people say, well, how are you going to pay for this? Business is the driving force behind every city. Right now, residents make up a majority of the tax base. Our city has been business unfriendly since the 80s. That ends on my watch. We need to become a business-friendly community. We need to support our businesses that are here, and we need to attract new businesses. Now, in order to do this, we support our businesses and advocate for them. We work with job creators and advocate for the businesses to come into Fitchburg. We need to cut the needless red tape that's currently in City Hall. We have to cultivate small business and marketing the city. We are in a critical time in our city right now. Do we fall back onto the failed policies of the past, or do we move our city into the future? The choice is yours, Fitchburg. I ask you to vote on November 3rd for Andrew Kuchar for mayor. Remember, Kuchar is for the future.
Hello, I'm Deena, and I'm a candidate for mayor. I want to thank FATV for giving me the opportunity to speak to the residents of Fitchburg. I want you to know, as your public servant, I've experienced Fitchburg's challenges firsthand, our struggles with economic growth, and our environmental and social changes. I want to take this opportunity to touch upon some of my accomplishments and address our future goals. As your state representative, I've provided effective constituent services to countless residents, businesses, and agencies in my district. I have successfully filed numerous home rule petitions which have benefited Fitchburg. I've participated and voted to pass 9 balanced budgets. Fitchburg, as a member of several caucuses, I have worked on economic development bills that promote a business-friendly environment, providing historic tax credits, growth initiatives, and manufacturing retention programs. In the FY16 budget, I helped to secure $100,000 for the North Central Chamber Small Business Micro-Lending Grants and $500,000 to assist our first responders with stress management programs. I have always been a strong advocate for our transportation needs, pushing for increases in Chapter 90 funding, specifically $1.3 million for our road and pothole repair. And I've secured additional funds for the Summer Street Improvement Project, the John Fitch Highway Project, and the new Scott Road Bridge. I've attended the Fitchburg Line working group meetings for close to 10 years, and with my colleagues secured $75 million for double tracking and overall upgrades for our Fitchburg Line. I have emphasized our local and regional aviation needs and pushed to get our Fitchburg Municipal Airport to be among the first targeted for construction of a new terminal facility. I've always been proud of my alma mater, Fitchburg State University, and as a member of the Committee on Higher Education, I diligently advocated for the $56 million science complex. And as an advocate for the arts community and our historical society, I've helped to secure more than $1 million in grants. During my door-to-door canvassing in Fitchburg, I have knocked on thousands of doors, and your response has been gratifying. I'd like to thank those that had the time to speak with me. I've heard your concerns and Fitchburg's current conditions. I see what you see. I hear what you hear. I experience what you experience. The constituents I have spoken with have shared their passion and pride for the city, but most importantly, their concerns for their families' well-being and Fitchburg's future. Residents are searching for a leader, an advocate, who is accountable, accessible, and responsive. I am that person. I am ready on day one to apply my extensive experience in municipal and state government. I intend to bring that same dedication to the office of mayor. The job of mayor is both difficult and demanding. It requires 24/7 attention, overseeing a workforce of well over 1,000 people, managing an operating budget of more than $100 million, and ensuring our public schools are adequately funded. The office of mayor requires respectful and prompt customer service, close partnerships with local business community and neighborhoods, and confirmation that our city assets, buildings, and parks will be adequately maintained. I strongly believe that I am the right candidate to lead the city of Fitchburg on a path to financial security, economic growth, safer neighborhoods, and cleaner streets. I intend to reach out and meet with the landlords whose blighted properties and disruptive tenants are negatively impacting our neighborhoods. I've lived in this great historic city with my wife and children for close to 40 years. Our lives are woven into the fabric that is Fitchburg. I believe I've established the public trust and confidence necessary to being an effective mayor. My friends, assisting residents and businesses is what fuels my desire to serve as your next mayor. I'm respectfully asking the voters to get out and cast your vote on November 3rd for me, Steve Deena Talley, a vote that will continue improving the city and our quality of life. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jeff Beane, and I'm running for City Councilor at Large here in Fitchburg. I'd like to first thank FATV for the opportunity to speak to you today, and also like to thank them for covering our City Council meetings and other civic activities that they do each and every day. It gives you an opportunity to see city government in action. I'm running for re-election because as a homeowner and lifelong citizen of Fitchburg, I, like you, care very much about our city and its well-being. As a former mayor and also as a city councilor, I think I have the knowledge, the experience, and the proven track record to make Fitchburg move forward to make it a better place for you and I. My priorities are pretty simple: public safety and economic development. Public safety, I continue to support more police on the street, demolition of our abandoned buildings, enforcement of our health and building codes, and to help ensure our city neighborhoods are safe. With economic development, we need to be more business friendly, help our small businesses grow and develop here, and support our existing businesses that have been here all this time, and recruit companies to bring jobs to Fitchburg. It's no secret that Unitil is a huge detriment to our local businesses and citizens. We need to continue to fight to hold off their rate increases and aggressively look for alternatives to Unitil. As your city council, I can promise you that I will take the time to study the issues, come to each meeting prepared to vote, and my vote will always be in the best interest of all the citizens and not just a few. I can also promise you that I'll continue to be responsive to your needs and requests. I pride myself in getting back to residents in a timely fashion and with the information and answers that they need. I'm looking forward to working with the new administration as we enter 2016. And I'll use my experience, knowledge, and the ideas I bring to the table to help move Fitchburg forward and to make it a better place for all of us. As a final note, I'd like to thank Mayor Lisa Wong for her 6 years of public service to the City of Fitchburg. As a former mayor, I know the sacrifices and hard work it takes to run the City of Fitchburg, and I applaud her for her efforts, and I wish her well in her new future endeavors. In closing, I ask that you consider giving me one of your 5 votes for Council at Large on November 3rd this year. Thanks again. I appreciate your support.
Hello, my name is Dave Clark, and I'd like to let you know about my candidacy for Councilor at Large in the City of Fitchburg. One of the first things that I did as a new councilor several years ago was push for a learning resource officer in school. Now many schools have some form of learning resource officer, and I'm very proud of that program, providing a safe learning environment for students, teachers, and staff. I ask about that program every budget time, and that will continue again in the upcoming years. My latest involvement has been serving as a member of the Board of Directors at Fitchburg Access Television. The FATV board recently led a fund drive that helped in purchasing a new scoreboard for Crocker Field. I also serve on the Board of Directors for the restoration of Crocker Field. Recently, a fire destroyed the concession stand, which led to another successful fundraising effort to rebuild a new stand. For me, to be an effective councilor, you must be present everywhere, not just every other Tuesday night in the middle school library that doubles as City Hall. You must be at every council subcommittee meeting so that you can make an informed decision when the time comes for you to take any kind of vote. You must proudly lead in ceremony while representing constituents in quality of life issues at the Zoning Board of Appeals, the Planning Board, Parks, Airport, DPW, Conservation, just to name a few. I've also had the honor of being on several selection committees, which I enjoyed serving on very much on those committees. One of them was for the selection of our new police chief. In closing, as someone who had lived in Fitchburg all his life, my eyes are wide open, and I realize the job ahead. We have lots to do. OPEB, B.F. Brown, CVS, Fidelity Bank, maybe a new municipal building, another charter school, marijuana manufacturing and distribution, sewer separations, dual tax rates, meals taxes, just some of what lays ahead. With my experience, I feel ready for the job, and I ask that you vote Dave Clark, Councilor at Large. I'm number 2 on the ballot, looking forward to working with our new mayor. Thank you for your consideration.
Hello, my name is Talley, and I am a candidate for re-election to Councilor at Large. I am 32 years old, am a product of the Fitchburg public school system, and have been a lifelong resident of a city I love very much, Fitchburg. Fitchburg is where my wife Sarah and I decided to build our first home and grow our family. We both have deep pride in where we are from and are optimistic in its future. My wife is an elementary public school teacher in Fitchburg, and I am employed as a senior financial analyst at DRS Power Technologies in Fitchburg. I previously served 2 years as a school committee member and the past 8 years as a counselor at large. I hold a bachelor's degree in finance from Providence College, a master's degree in business administration from Bentley University, and am currently enrolled at Clark University for my second master's degree in accounting. Despite some improvements in the city's financial position, Fitchburg still faces significant financial and economic challenges. As a finance and accounting professional by trade, my legislative methodology is to let the numbers and facts be my guide in arriving at how I intend to vote on matters before the council and address these challenges. I am not one to base my decisions on personal feelings or what gains me the most popularity. I am not serving on the city council for myself or for City Hall special interests, but for you. I answer only to you. I am not the go-along to get along type. If I was, I would be doing you all a disservice. My constituent services approach is one based on establishing and maintaining the trust of the people I represent. Accessibility, accountability, and following through on matters residents bring to my attention is essential to earning and maintaining their trust. That has and continues to remain my primary focus. Therefore, I respectfully ask for your support once again on November 3rd. Please cast one of your 5 votes for me, Deena Talley, for Councilor at Large. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Stephen Hay, candidate for Councilor at Large on your Fitchburg City Council. I'm asking for your vote on Tuesday, November 3rd. I seek re-election as a Councilor at Large because I believe we need strong, thoughtful leadership in response to the issues facing Fitchburg. I'm an advocate for education and public safety. We need to ensure that our neighborhoods are safe and that every child has an opportunity to receive the best education available. We need to make sure our public safety and educators have tools necessary to do their jobs. I believe through my experience I have developed a knowledge of city government that will help me function as an effective Councilor at Large. Please vote Stephen Hay, Councilor at Large, on Tuesday, November 3rd. My 2 promises to you, the residents of Fitchburg: hard work and honesty.
Hi, my name is Dean Tran, and I am seeking re-election as your City Councilor at Large. I have called Fitchburg my home for the last 29 years. I'm a property owner and a taxpayer. I have a great education through the Fitchburg school system and Brandeis University. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Carrie, and we have 4 wonderful children: Isabel in high school, Olivia in the middle school, Madeline in the elementary school, and Dean in preschool. Like yourself, I am well vested in the city, and your concerns are my concerns. In the last election, I promised that I would continue my focus on economic development. With my proposed Economic Development Director position filled and funded, I submitted several related proposals to help create the foundation and infrastructure needed to achieve economic growth. My proposals included: 1, conduct a business survey and analysis. This is to engage and work with the business community, something the city has not done before. 2, create a business database to assist us with identifying the kind of businesses we have and what we need. 3, create a tax incentive plan to promote business growth. 4, identify city land and properties for rezoning to attract businesses. And 5, recognize existing businesses for their loyalty. All of these proposals have since been incorporated into the current strategy developed by the Economic Development Director. Economic development, growth, and opportunities are topics that I have brought to the forefront and made them a priority in the city. In a time when the city is at a dismal condition, this topic has brought excitement and hope. It is critical that we maintain this course and continue with this plan. The people in Fitchburg need help. I refuse to keep on raising taxes and place the burden on the homeowners when it is the lack of leadership in the city that is at fault. I voted against the last budget and many of the past budgets simply for this reason. With your support, I will continue with my focus on working with the leaders in the city to finalize and implement the economic development plan. Economic growth is the engine that will help the city of Fitchburg address many of its problems. Some of these problems include bad streets and roads, inadequate staffing in our public safety departments, insufficient funding for our schools, and financial liabilities. In addition, economic opportunities will be achieved for the people in the form of jobs so that they can provide for their families. Furthermore, my goal for the city is to increase the business tax revenue and reduce the property taxes for the homeowners. Homeowners account for 70% of our tax revenue, and with high utility bills, they are suffering and they need help fast. I have served you with honesty, integrity, respect, and compassion. You also get from me hard work, knowledge, commitment, 18 years of private sector experience in managing people and projects in 3 continents, someone who has returned every phone call and email that I have received, regardless if the person is a voter or not, and forward thinking to move Fitchburg forward. Leaders don't follow, and leaders don't ask for your support without accomplishments. The homeowners and taxpayers are tired of leaders who complain and have provided nothing to move the city forward. Leaders lead with results, and that is what I have done, term after term. Your support for my candidacy will assist me with my effort to move Fitchburg forward. I'm asking for one of your 5 votes. I'm Dean Tran, and my number is 978-855-9622. My email is dean@deantran.com. This is your city and mine. Let's continue moving it forward. Thank you.
Fitchburg is fascinating, and I'm asking for your vote. Hello, Fitchburg voters. I'm Tom Donnelly, and I'm running for councilor at large. Hello, citizens who care about Fitchburg. Thank you for showing interest in the future of Fitchburg by taking the time to vote. I'd like to have this opportunity to work with the voters and taxpayers and people who care and are doing their best to make Fitchburg the best it can be. I'm a husband, father, grandfather, businessman, neighbor and concerned citizen, and a public servant. I'm married to Joanne Liatzis Donnelly and have 5 children who have all graduated from college and have 4 grandchildren ages 15 years to 15 weeks. I graduated from St. Bernard's Grammar School and High School and Fitchburg State University. I've been a homeowner and taxpayer, voter and property manager in Fitchburg for over 40 years. I've dealt with every department in the city and usually ended up with good results. I was one of the organizers of the College Neighborhood Association in 1977 and had the first neighborhood cleanup in 1978 and continue to do cleanups on a regular basis since then. Remember, cleanup is every day, not one day a year. I served 5 years on the Fitchburg Zoning Board of Appeals, 8 years on the Fitchburg City Council, and 7 years on the Fitchburg Redevelopment Authority. As I said, Fitchburg is fascinating, and Fitchburg is a good place to live, work, raise a family, and retire. You've heard the cliche, there are 3 kinds of people. People who know and care, people who know and don't care, people who know and just don't care. What category describes you? People who make things happen people who watch things happen, or people who wonder what happened. I want to thank all the people at FATV for the opportunity to send a message to the viewers. My record shows I'm a hard worker, I live here, I work here, and I'm staying here in Fitchburg. I want to work for you and with you to make Fitchburg the best it can be. Please vote for me, Tom Donnelly, Councilor at Large, Tuesday, November 3rd. Thank you.
Hello, Fitchburg. I'm Amy Greene, current Ward 1 Councilor for the great city of Fitchburg. I'm asking for your continued support at the November 3rd primary election. Even though I'm running unopposed this year, I want you to know that I am energized with a sense of purpose, moving Fitchburg forward. I have learned a lot in the past 2 years about myself and what it is to be patient. Patience does not come easy to me. There have been some tough lessons and decisions that had to be made, but I made those with the best intentions in mind. I am proud, but not satisfied. I will work with city departments, subcommittees, and the new mayor to find new solutions instead of conforming to existing patterns. You have to know by now that I don't conform. I continue to love being out in this community, involved with the various activities that happen throughout the city and throughout the year. I am honored that I have been your guest speakers and your presenters at events. My aim is not only to inform, but to inspire. We have the ability to be the change. We are a connected community of folks that believe in the mission that we can do better. Don't give up on us. I have a lot of fight still left. I am vested in the community and invested in the neighborhood. Please continue to call if you need my help or you need me in any avenue. My number is 978-230-1815, or you can email me at voteamygreene@gmail.com. Remember to vote November 3rd, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Ward 1 votes at the Knights of Columbus, 165 Electric Ave. And thanks again for the opportunity to serve you.
Hello, my name is Paul Bozeman. I am presently your Ward 2 Councilor. I'm seeking your vote in November. I promise you that I will work to my best of my ability and do the best job that I can for our ward in the city. I'll work awful hard to keep our ward clean and try to add on more policemen if I possibly can. I want to say thank you for your time and everything, and please go and vote. And before I end, I'd like to wish you all a very special holidays. You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas and trick-or-treat. In case I don't see all of you, I'd like to wish you and your families a very special holiday. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me on this council. Take care.
Hello, I'm Cheryl McGee Stewart. I'm a graduate of Fitchburg Public Schools. I attended Mount Wachusett Community College, and currently I am a senior at Fitchburg State College. I love Fitchburg. For the past 30 years, I've owned Little Red Wagon Daycare, where I've cared for many of Fitchburg's children. I have 2 grown sons, Nicholas and Timothy, and a granddaughter named Emma. At large, why I am running, a main reason is because I can't sit quietly anymore. I really want to be part of the solution to the problems that Fitchburg faces today. I'm deeply concerned about crime and the issues of crime and how it involves our community, and the direct role that crimes and drug has on our community. Playgrounds and playground safety are of interest to me. I don't think any child should play in a playground and worry about finding a hypodermic needle. If elected, I would like to hold bi-monthly meetings or monthly meetings for people within my ward so they can exchange ideas and get to know one another in the community. I would also reach out to all business owners in the community because I feel that we play a direct role in their business and businesses have a direct role in our community. I personally will reach out to everyone. I promise to be there when you need me. I'm reliable. I know I have the passion, determination, and drive to be your councilwoman for Ward 2. I can get the job done. I'm the kind of person who doesn't pass the buck. People ask me at this point in my life why I'm running. As a young girl, I saw my uncle Emil Gogan and what he did for Fitchburg. I helped to follow in his footsteps and do the things that he's done for Fitchburg in helping us move forward for a brighter future. If you have any concerns or you'd like to talk to me, please feel free to email me at electstewart2015@yahoo.com. Thank you for your time, and God bless Fitchburg.
Hello, my name is Jodie Joseph. I am currently the Ward 6 counselor, and I am running again for Ward 6. First off, I would like to thank FATV for giving me this opportunity to talk to you today. As an unopposed candidate, we don't get a chance to talk to many people. I just want to thank the citizens of Ward 6 for continuing to support me as their counselor. I will continue to do my best to support them. I will be available for them whenever they have concerns or problems. I'm always open. Phone number is 978-343-4539. I will continue to conduct ward meetings over the next 2 years. I had a little bit of a rough time in my own life, losing my job and then regaining it. So it's been a hard time for me over the last year, and I just want to thank you for your continued support and the efforts that you do to make sure that my life has been easy. And now that we're back on track, let's continue to move forward. I see a lot of things that are going on in Fitchburg that I really like to see. We have a resurgence of our downtown area, businesses investing in building downtown. I see in my own neighborhood people that are buying houses that have been in foreclosure for years. I see a resurgence in our neighborhood, and I see a lot of positive things going. I want to continue to help move Fitchburg forward. That's always been my priority as a counselor. I will continue to represent the homeowner when it comes to taxation, because I strongly support keeping people in their homes, and I want to continue to move that forward. I see a lot of young families moving into our neighborhoods. That to me has been a very positive thing, especially in my neighborhood. I hope that continues to grow. And again, I just want to thank you for your support and look forward to an exciting 2 years here in Fitchburg. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sally Cragen, and I'm running for re-election to the Fitchburg School Committee. I live in Fitchburg with my husband Chuck and our 2 children who attend Fitchburg schools. I work as an instructor for the Alpha program at Fitchburg State University, as a newspaper writer and author, and as the director of Riverfront Children's Theater. I want to tell you about some of the great things happening in our Fitchburg schools. It's our goal to provide a comprehensive program that serves all children. And yes, that is a challenge, given the fundamental inequities of the state funding formulas when it comes to cities like Fitchburg. Fortunately, we have extremely dedicated teachers, staff, and administrators, and our school committee supports their work with our kids wholeheartedly. We want to have courses, activities, and programs that make every child eager to go to school, whether it's science, math, history, reading, music, art, computers, middle school sports, or the annual high school musical, which last year in Wizard of Oz featured dozens of kids from elementary school on up. We have programs for kids who need extra help, whether they have learning disabilities or delays, or need special accommodations. And we have programs for kids who are in the academic vanguard. But most importantly is the sense of community I see at all of our schools. The 2015 graduating seniors talked about living the Red Raider way at high school graduation last year. That means trying your best, working as a team, and advocating for excellence. I was proud of the students who graduated, and I am proud of all of our students and the work they are doing. In my 7 years on school committee, I helped found the Fitchburg Education Foundation, and I work with Twin City Paws. We bring therapy pets into our schools and classrooms and talk to kids about pet care responsibility. I am passionate about our kids, and I hope I may receive one of the votes you will cast for school committee. Again, I'm Sally Cragen, candidate for school committee. Thank you for listening.
My name is Elizabeth Walsh, and I'm here today to ask you to vote for me for the Fitchburg School Committee. I've served on the school committee since March of 2015, completing a term that was vacated when a member of the school committee moved out of Fitchburg. I'm interested in remaining on the school committee for several reasons. The first, I was born and raised in Fitchburg. I attended Fitchburg's public schools, and I have a stake in the development and education of the children in Fitchburg. Those children will someday be Fitchburg's mayor, city council members, teachers, police officers, and firefighters. We owe it to them to prepare them for a successful future. The Fitchburg public school system has made great progress, but that work must continue. Although my previous experience has been in higher education, I embrace the challenges of continuing to learn about and work for continued improvements in Fitchburg public schools. I formerly practiced law in Fitchburg, and I've been a professor at Fitchburg State University in the criminal justice program since 2004. At Fitchburg State, we celebrate numerous successes with our students, but we also see students who fail. And they fail not because they are not intelligent enough to complete a college education, but because they are not sufficiently equipped for the rigors of higher education. The preparation for college and/or a career after high school graduation must begin early on. We cannot wait until students are high school seniors considering their future to begin those lessons. We need to look closely at the current curriculum and compare what we do now to the best and most successful practices. Our focus must be on improvements in technology, mathematics, and the sciences, but we should balance those with arts, music, and sports, as well as after-school programs that keep our students engaged. To accomplish this, we need to be vigilant to ensure that funding for public schools is a priority at the state and local levels. I chaired the Community Working Group, one of 7 working groups that initiated the strategic plan for Fitchburg State University in the fall of 2014. My group worked closely with several groups from the Fitchburg community, and we often said during our meetings that the F in Fitchburg State is the same F in Fitchburg. That is also the same F that is in the Fitchburg public school system. I believe that if we all work together, we can and will make Fitchburg and our public schools better places. Please remember to vote on Tuesday, November 3rd. I would appreciate your vote for Elizabeth Walsh for Fitchburg School Committee when you do. Thank you.